Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Kershaw Broadside. It's one of their newer crossbar locks. So let me go ahead and get this open. Now, this is one of my favorite models to come from Kershaw in a while. I think they've just really been killing it with their designs lately. And this is definitely one of their largest, more heavy-duty designs. So starting up there at the blade, you can see a pretty high flat grind on that one. It does have a stonewash finish and a swedge up there, as well as some jimping on the spine that carries down to the handle. It does open via two dual thumb studs, so left or right hand deployment. And this is in D2 tool steel. If you've been watching videos for a while, you'll know this is one of my favorite budget steels. It's been around for ages for a reason. You get good edge retention, it's not difficult to sharpen, and as far as tool steels go, I haven't had to worry about corrosion with it nearly as much as some alternatives. So as long as you're taking care of your knife and not leaving it in a super wet environment, you really shouldn't have anything to worry about. So moving down to the handle here, you can see this is a really nice tan G10 on both sides. It has a nice texture, but there's some slight contours happening along the edges. You can see those black coated torque screws on the front and back, so super easy to do maintenance. Closing this up here, you can see this has one of my favorite style of pocket clips, which is like an ultra deep carry, where it actually attaches beneath the G10. I really like the look and functional use of them. See up there where you could actually flip that over to the other side. So with a reversible pocket clip, dual thumb studs, and of course that crossbar lock, this is a fully right or left-handed knife, which I think is really cool. If I flip this onto the spine, you can see that it does have those stainless steel liners, as well as a couple stainless steel barrel spacers, but it has a mostly open back construction, which makes it super easy to clean. Just a little bit of compressed air can blow this out, which is great because at the pivot, it is running on Kershaw's KVT ball bearing system, which if you're not familiar with, is incredibly smooth. Again, disengaging the lock, and you can see just how much that is just swinging open and closed. It is the absolute definition of drop shut. They really, really nail it whenever it comes to crossbar locks. So if you're looking for a heavy duty, but also super fun and fidgety knife, I don't think you can go wrong with the Broadside here. Next up, I wanted to go ahead and take a look at some specs. So I wanted to bring in a scale here because with all that stainless steel, it does add up a little bit. You're looking at over 5 ounces, 5.15. So definitely not light. I wanted to bring in a Benchmade Redoubt here for comparison. You'll see with that full polymer handle, it definitely does shave off some weight. But I also wanted to compare it in a couple other ways because the overall length here, starting with the blade, so you'll see it's right at about 3.5 inches of cutting edge when the overall length is about 8 3/8 of an inch. And if I go ahead and again compare this to the Redoubt, you'll see that they are very, very similar in size. If I flip this here, you'll see that the handle length, similar, the functional grip area, similar, and the amount of cutting edge is again almost identical. So while these knives definitely aren't like a 1-to-1 or anything, they definitely have more in common than they don't. And the Redoubt's even running on CPM D2, which is definitely an upgrade over standard D2 with a more even carbide distribution. But at the end of the day, it's still D2. If I flip this over, you'll see that the clips are also pretty similar. So again, these have more in common than they don't. And at the end of the day, the Broadside here is under half the price. I say this from time to time, but I normally never mention price in videos because it is subject to change at any point. But as of right now, these are right at $75, which for the amount of knife that you're getting and the great quality control that you know Kershaw has, it's definitely one of my biggest recommendations for a folder under $100 right now. So whether you're looking for a beater, you don't want to break the bank, or you want to get somebody you know a nice gift, I think the Broadside is an excellent choice. This is definitely one that I'd be happy to have in my pocket. And as always, if you want to pick one of these up for yourself or just see even more information on it, There are links in the description box down below. They'll take you on over to gpknives.com. But before you head over, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments your thought on the broadside. Thank you so much for watching, and stay sharp.